all you beautiful people. How is everyone doing on this absolutely beautiful day? Today, we got some more Trails from Zero coming at you guys. We're going to be streaming, it's part 3, and we just finished a prologue, literally last stream. That's literally where we left off. And we're going straight to chapter 1. We're going to be seeing the introduction to chapter 1. Or is it the epilogue to the prologue? I'm not sure. Well, either way, I would say it's a prologue of chapter 1. But literally, as soon as they gave us the option to save, before the chapter 1 started, we saved. So that's where we're at. And let's just jump straight into it. Literally, here we go. Straight into it. Let's go. Looks like you had another rough month. Keep up the good work. It's fine. I'm used to it already. Anyways, I'll be counting on you for the payment again. Sure thing. I'll transfer it to you via the IBC. I feel partially responsible given that I assign your requests, but maybe you should consider reducing your workload as just a teensy bit, don't you think? Poor Shizuku must be feeling lonely without Daddy by her side. I know, I'm sorry. I know I said I wouldn't bring this up again. Oh, that reminds me. Headquarters contacted me again. They keep bugging me to get you to accept the offer. Are they seriously still at it? I've rejected their offer numerous times already. I wish they'd give up. Can you blame them? They're desperately searching for someone with the qualifications to fill in the gaping hole left by Cassius' bright resignation. Ooh. Didn't you two train under the same master? You're basically equals when you look at your stats with the guild, so hurry up and accept already. While that may be true on paper, we're completely different people. Unlike Cassius, I haven't solved any conflicts on an international scale. I can't help but feel that people are overstating my achievements. You know, speaking of Cassius, Estelle's dad, I do remember him saying when we met up with him that I forgot the name of the bad group of the Sky series. God, I forgot what they were called. But the whole antagonistic group from the Chosen the Sky series, they sent Cassius, Estelle's dad, over here to Crossbow. I remember them saying that, and he ended up finding out that Estelle, or whatever the problem was, that it was like some sort of problem that was happening, and there was actually no problem at all, and they just sent him over here just to get him out of Liberal so that they can do a bunch of crazy stuff while he's gone, because, you know, Cassius is this huge and powerful guy, extremely powerful, not only strength-wise, but, you know, in his position, like his standing. So, I do remember he did say he came to Crossbow, so I wonder if we'll meet him at some point here, you know, trying to figure out, you know, why the heck, where the heck is the problem that he got sent over here, even though there's not going to really be a problem. Unlike Cassius, I haven't solved any conflicts on an international scale. I can't help but feel that people are overstating my achievements. I honestly don't feel like I have the qualifications to be his proper successor. Oh, phooey. You and I both know that isn't true. Didn't you resolve that thing out in Remiferia? The Grand Prince himself presented you with a Medal of Honor, so isn't that high enough? Isn't that enough of an indication of your qualifications? I would disagree. That case hasn't truly been resolved as far as I'm concerned. I may have prevented the immediate disaster, but the masterminds responsible are still out there. I'd planned to refuse the medal anyway. Geez, you're a stick in the mud, aren't you? Come on, accepting that promotion will drop your workload a little bit. You've done over 100 requests this month for ADO's sake. That's inhuman. I don't feel like I bit off more than I could chew. International travel has become far easier with the increased frequency of train and flight services. And besides, aren't 2 bracers transferring here? My workload is going to reduce regardless. Oh, you mean those kitties? Yeah, they're not bad. I see a lot of potential in them. I trust them far more than those kids in the special support section, that's for sure. Excuse us. Oh, would you speak of the devil? 2 bracers, huh? Come on in. We're upstairs. Anyone familiar? Oh, the 2nd floor? Thanks for having us. It's Estelle and Joshua. Look at their portraits. Hey, Mitchell. Holy smokes, Ariel is here too. Look at that high, that new and updated Estelle Bright character portrait. Woo! It's so crazy to see her in a very high quality portrait. Oh god, Joshua too. I've seen them with those older character portraits for so long that they're just, it feels so weird and off-putting to me, but like it's not bad. It's just a little weird after seeing for 3 games straight the same character portraits and seeing new ones now. Oh, what a relief. I'm glad to see you here. It's nothing more than a mere coincidence. I haven't seen the two of you in about 3 months, so it's good to see you're doing well. I remember... So this is taking place... Isn't this after Sky 2? Because... I'm sorry, but... I'm sorry I'm like slowing down right now, but... Isn't this after Sky 2? Because Estelle and Joshua went together to Crossbow or went to travel abroad at the end of Sky 2. And then... But then also they said Cassius's resignation has been kind of rough. But in Sky 2, Cassius went back to the army at the end. I don't know. Well, he didn't... Well, he joined the army, not the Bracer Guild, so maybe that's what they were referring to instead. We'll have to keep playing and find out. I was in for a real shock when I found out that you were actually transferring to our branch. I'm sure glad you two are here. Crossbow's bad boys are about to get a spanking of a lifetime. We may be good, but we're not that good. We'll do our best to live up to your expectations. Oh my god, the full character model. Well, not the full character model, but the almost half of it. I think it's about time we got down to business. Estelle Bright, Senior Bracer. This is definitely after Sky 2. Joshua Bright, likewise. Officially reporting for duty at the Crossbow branch of the Bracer Guild. Because they weren't Senior Bracers anywhere before Sky 2's ending. Chapter 1. Afternoon of the Wolves. We're possibly gonna meet Estelle and Joshua in this chapter. I'm actually really interested. We may even get Estelle and Joshua in our party. It's so weird seeing cars, especially not really on roads, but there's not really roads to speak of. It's just everyone walking and driving along the same kind of flooring. The chief sure is late. It's almost time for our regular morning meetings to start, too. I really don't think we can begin the meeting without him. I would have slept in if I knew this was how it's gonna roll. Days like this are best spent waking up at noon and then hitting up Barca for some good times. Textbook example of a slacker. Sorry I'm late. Morning, Chief. Good morning. Do you want to go ahead and start the meeting? No need. Just got a call from the department. You guys have been assigned a special mission today. Congrats! A special mission? Something smells fishy about that. Is it similar to the previous one? I don't know the details. Just head to the department. Your client will be waiting for you there. Interesting. Is it already Joshua and Estelle? I don't think so. Why would they need help when they're bracers? They should be capable enough. Police headquarters, 3rd floor. I can't believe we have to go to Vice Commish jackass office. What kind of bitchin' awaits us this time? Remember that we were told this was about a client waiting for us. I think it's safe to say he didn't call us here to complain. I have a sinking feeling he will find a reason to scold us regardless. I know what you mean. We can't let it get to us, though. Alright. Detective Banning's reporting in. The special support section has arrived. Come in. Excuse us. Oh, got new characters, I think. Oh, I recognize that uniform. The Crossbow's Guardian Force, right? It is new characters. Oh, hell. Oh my. Is that how you greet an old acquaintance, Randy Orlando? Care to elaborate on any hidden meanings behind that outburst of yours? Oh, you've got it all wrong. I was just so excited to see you again. Do you two know each other? Your reaction is that of a man with a guilty conscience. Show some respect, you four. This here is Lieutenant Colonel Sonia Bales, the Deputy Commander of the CGF. Deputy Commander of the Guardian Force? Please forgive our misbehavior. Lieutenant Colonel is one of the higher ranks in the military chain of command. She is that distinguished? Oh, you have no frickin' idea. She is the CGF's second in command after all. Talking in her charisma and expertise, hell, she might as well be in charge. At ease, detectives. You're the Special Support Section, correct? Yes, ma'am. Have you come here to submit a support request, perhaps? Don't get your hopes up, rookies. You greenhorns better realize how big an honor it is to meet the Deputy Commander. Vice Commissioner Pierre, allow me to handle it from here. But... Understood. I'll leave it in your capable hands, ma'am. Thank you. Allow me to firmly introduce myself. My name is Sonia Bales, Deputy Commander of the Crossbow Guardian Force. I came here to ask the Special Support Section to lend us your expertise on a particular matter. Let me begin with a brief overview of the situation. An investigation of monster attacks? Correct, Detective. Several locations throughout Crossbow have reported similar cases of monster attacks over the past months. We wish to cooperate with you to investigate this matter. Wait, did I hear you correctly? These incidents were all reported outside of Crossbow City? Yes. Do you take issue with that? No, not at all. Excuse me, ma'am, an investigation was already conducted by the CGF, correct? Is there anything left for us to investigate at this point? Yes, plenty in fact. Too many questions remain unanswered to write these off as ordinary monster attacks. As much as I hate to admit it, our investigators have hit a dead end. Therefore, I'm hoping that a different point of view is what the investigation needs. A different point of view? A trained detective to be exact. One that would differ greatly from a guardsman. You might be wondering why come to us of all people? A valid question. I could have just as easily sought the help of a renowned 1st Division. Well, I would love to introduce you to them, but as you know, they are preoccupied with their duties. As you can see, a number of unforeseen circumstances have led us to seeking the aid of the SSS. Are there any objections? No, ma'am. We'll gladly accept your request and aid you in your ongoing investigation. You've given us a brief rundown of the situation, but it'll be hard to begin without any concrete facts. Seeker, hand it to them. Yes, ma'am. She finally speaks. Here you are. Oh, thank you. Huh? Could she be... Is everything okay? I'm fine. My apologies. I can't help but feel like I've seen her somewhere before. Received monster damage report. Is this a... It appears to be a case report from the CGF. Correct. We've written all of our findings thus far in that report. Please begin your investigation as soon as you finish reviewing the case file. Doing so will eliminate unwanted bias from your work. Understood. In that case, we'll begin as soon as possible. We'll leave it in your capable hands. Well, I suppose we'll have to excuse ourselves for now. We'll establish a direct line of communication with the SSS, so please contact us if you do make a breakthrough. Will do. Thank you for your time, Vice Commissioner. No, not at all. Feel free to drop by my office at any time. Looks like you're a bit more comfortable with your current work, Orlando. Well, I'd say the work here is more thrilling than staring at the border doing drills all day. Good to know. I'm glad it was worth the effort to introduce you two. Let's head out, Seeker. Roger. Whew! Man, oh man. Was she your superior back in the Guardian Force, Randy? You got that right. Sonia wasn't my direct boss, though. She just gave me a bunch of pointers for our training and drill sessions. Don't let her gorgeous looks fool you. That lady will make you piss your pants if you cross her. Knowing you, Randy, your slovenly disposition likely set her off on multiple occasions. I imagine so. He does have a knack for getting in trouble with women. That reminds me. You know the girl that was accompanying the Deputy Commander, Randy? Didn't ring a bell. Would remember a cutie like her. I bet a pretty mirror that she's in the Tangram Gate Division of the CGF. Those guys work directly under Sonia. Wait a tick. She catch your eye or something? Well, I'll be damned. Was it love at first sight? Well, she. What? No, I didn't mean it like that. I just had a strange feeling that I'd met her somewhere before. How long do you rookies plan to take up space in my precious office to spew your pointless drivel all over the floor? Don't tell me. Is this a plot by that good-for-nothing Sergey to have you come here and humiliate me? No, sir. Definitely not. Sorry, sir. Please excuse us. Go on, get out of here. To think that every single one of you ignored my kind advice. You should know full well what's about to come, don't you? The hell are you implying? Enjoy that little investigation of yours out in the wilderness. I'm sure it'll be a fun little camping trip. Why don't we transfer your entire team to the Guardian Force while we're at it? We can boot that damn Sergey out along with you. If you'll please excuse us. Geez, that jackass sure knows how to get on my nerves. I wish I had earplugs on hand. Then again, I suppose we were being disrespectful in front of him. However, that doesn't warrant his condescendingly vulgar tone of us. Try not to think about it too much. Arguing will get us nowhere. Let's head back and go through the report in more detail. We can get started once we've decided on the direction of our investigation. I got the impression of these attacks weren't from an ordinary monster. The culprit behind these attacks certainly seems enigmatic. Well, here's the summary. Recently, several locations in Crossbow State were attacked by unidentified monsters. The Guardian Force has performed an investigation in an attempt to evaluate the incidents. 3 cases have been reported. The suspects in each case are wolf-like monsters. The following 3-page details with each case. 1. Armorica Village. I guess I say that, Armorica. Date and time 3 weeks ago, at night. Entire village area. Damages. The damage was discovered in the morning, says village chief. All families suffered damage to their crops and livestock. There were no eyewitnesses. All villagers were asleep. Other evidence, various canine prints were discovered inside the village. No similar prints are found in areas outside the village. Number 2, St. Ursula Medical College. 1 week ago at night. The location is the hospital premises. The damages were 1 medical intern was attacked and wounded by an invading pack of monsters found by hospital staff in the morning. Eyewitnesses, injured witness saw black wolf-like monsters. The other evidence, none found near the scene of attack. Statement was vague and possibly inaccurate. Number 3, Maine's mining village. The date and time was 2 days ago at 10 p.m. in front of the inn. The damages was 1 miner heading home was injured by a pack of monsters and a colleague rushed to his aid. The eyewitnesses, townspeople saw escaping wolves. Other evidence, prints discovered near scene that resembled those found in Armorica village. The mining equipment in this town was damaged for the 3rd time. Patrols may be necessary. This is bad. So it really is happening everywhere. It's strange that the media hasn't reported anything on it yet. Yeah, for sure. They don't exactly sound like your average monster attacks, do they? Do we know whether or not these wolf-like monsters are indigenous to Crossbow? It's hard to say. They did find paw prints at all the different scenes. At this point, it's hard to deny that they actually exist. The Guardian Force still hasn't physically seen the monsters though, right? That's a little disconcerting. Well, we know one thing for sure. They're pretty damn slick if they manage to outsmart the CGF. I mean, shouldn't they have hired some kind of hunter to track them down instead? Probably so. I'm not certain whether our chances of solving this case are particularly high. What's wrong, Lloyd? Did that ace detective light bulb of yours start flickering again? I don't know if I'd put it like that, but let's remember to tackle this like detectives. If we approach the monster attacks like we would any other investigation, we may find new clues. Approach this as detectives? Or something as straightforward as monster attacks? Well, yeah, and if we treat this series of attacks as one solitary case, who would be our culprit? Obviously those wolf-like monsters the report mentioned, right? And you know how wolves work. They move in packs. But with that in mind, what would the profile and the motive of the culprit be? Well, now I understand. You're trying to make us realize that we can't answer those questions relying solely on the reports that we've achieved. Exactly. More intelligent monsters usually stay away from populated areas. If the motive was hunger, The hospital would be the last place that they would look for food. There has to be some truth that explains their seemingly irrational behavior. Hmm. That is a valid point, and it is theoretically sound as well, if I may add. I suppose the objective of our investigation has been decided then? I think so. First we visit the affected areas and gather information from eyewitnesses and any potential victims. That should provide us with additional insight into the reports at the very least. Very well. Every little clue and lead we can find will go in towards helping the Guardian Force. Whew, that's a relief. And here I thought we'd be spending the day blindly hunting monsters in the mountains. In that case, Lloyd, where do you suggest we head first? Let's see. How about we start with Armorica Village, first area that was attacked. Considering the Armorica report was the most detailed, maybe we'll be able to gather enough clues to start building profile of the monsters. That sounds like a good place to start. Armorica Village is northeast of the city, right? Yeah, taking the orbital bus near the east exit is probably going to be our best bet. And needless to say, this is our first mission outside of the city. We don't know what we're heading into, so let's make sure we leave prepared. You said it, man. We should also double check the available support requests just to be safe. I was just about to mention that, Tio. I almost said Chloe. Get my drink. Alright. Overdue book retrieval. A long one, by miles. Running into a problem here at the library. People are checking out books and not returning them when they are due. Please help me retrieve them. See me at the city library in the administrative district for more details. We got another one here. I'm seeking ingredients to use in a long special bread recipe. Can you guys lend me a hand? Please come visit me at Morgus, the bakery on West Street. And then we are recruiting people to help us implement a new service here at the IBC. If you have a step-if on hand, can we please have a moment of your time? Ask for your assistance. Inquires are to speak with to Lanfei at the IBC front desk. Okay. Let's save our game. And we do got to go to the Orbo station. Were there any new equipment that was added to your store? Yes, actually. Oh yeah, but I'm like super low on Miro right now, so can't really get them. Alright, Genten. Upgrade. Open up a slot. Open up a slot for Tio. Lloyd. And one for Randy. And then the rest I'm going to focus pretty heavily Tio and Ellie. Alright. That's all I can do. Because I'm low on water and wind. I do have some slots, so let me put them on. Shield, where you lose 1 point of arts attack, but you get the 1 arts defense. Oh, we're getting Tellus, okay. Yeah, Tellus. Wish I could review it. But I gotta go over here. Revives and heals a small... Okay, awesome. Ellie's the more arts attack heavy hitter. Let me open my book. The list. What does water make to make some really good stuff again? You need a little bit of the mirage and wind. There's also one with earth and time. The time one I'm not too crazy about. Dang, it only goes up to 12 points. So that means in this intros from 0, at least intros from 0. We're not gonna have too much to work on. Oh, it shows all the ones that we're gonna get. Okay, that's new. What is it that I want to aim for? Besides a bunch of water. I would say, yeah, you would get the one wind, the one wind, one mirage. So you can go with Blue Dropper Sparkle, Innocence Arc. I'll take the Eagle Eye because Innocence Arc seems interesting. I like that it also now says on the screen here, like I'll point it out. It now says here exactly what you need. Because I would sometimes forget that people were character elementals, were kind of like fit to a specific elemental. Like water with Tio here. I forgot about that sometimes, and all you would have is the indication of this tiny, very small and tiny and easy to miss coloring. But let's see here. For Ellie, what's something I can build her with? I did not like Defense Earth at all. Randy's definitely fire, absolutely. Oh, they don't have the full screen crazy one move that I spammed in Sky 2 and 3. That's unfortunate. I'm trying to see what I can make Ellie besides just doing wind because she's you know tuned to it, but what else can I make her? Dang, Celestial's not bad. Yeah, Celestial's not bad. It's expensive, though. Although, because it's water... Ooh, sorry. Because it's water, it'd be going on Tio, not Ellie. Honestly, Calamity Claw is pretty dang amazing. You're doing an area of effect that move that does speed negative 50% and move negative 3. Pretty awesome. But I'm more focused on AoE attacks because I actually really value those. And there's one, and if you're looking for AoE attacks, Wind got you covered. I realized that there's no lateral. Now water only heals one person. You would have to go and get some wind put on your grid. Yeah, you would need wind put on your grid. There's no lateral anymore. You gotta get breath and holy breath. Quick question. Just checking something. Okay. We'll just make her wind, I guess. I keep forgetting that that's not where you go to find that. We'll make her wind for now until we can really find a base as to what I want to build her as. I'll tell you now, I really hate Earth. I'm sorry, but Lloyd, I'm not gonna make you this. Like, it has some good sides to it, but I can't stand losing arts. I can't stand losing strength when you put it on. I mean, you can still make it, just take away the defense. But when you get, like, defense 2 and 3, it's going to start to stack, and you're going to lose a lot of attack. I found this to be god-awful. But luckily, he can swap to any element. Alright, if I'm going to make her... I keep forgetting, that's not where you go. If I'm going to make her wind, then she wants... some gold. She wants the other elementals, the 3 special ones. So, just take detection. It's no big deal. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. I'm gonna hold this slot because I want to put it on Theo. No, I should not do that. It should at least go on someone, at the very least. Lloyd's always in the middle of the lineup, so... put it on Randy, who's in the left side corner. As long as it didn't get changed up on me. Okay, good. Okay. Now there's mute here. Okay, it's all getting kind of expensive. What can I buy here? Impede. I'm sorry, action. EP cut's amazing, and I can buy it. And we got EP with mind as well ready. I'm gonna get EP cut. Because EP cut is amazing. You can take off this detection already. Alright. And then why not just give Lloyd that? Alright. Sorry about that. When it comes to orb mint slots, that's going to be a decent bit of menuing, so just keep that in mind. So, chapter 1. Let's go to the library. Let's go to over there and see what we got over here to work with. Oh, hi again, Uncle Miles. Ah, Lloyd, it's good to see you. Have you come to borrow more books? Actually, we're here for your request. I believe you sent a request for the SSS to help? You were asking for help to locate and retrieve some overdue books? My golly, you're right. I did submit a request like that, didn't I? Let's get to it, shall we? Allow me to explain the details. Let's accept. Hold on, where the heck is my, Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, of course. Great, I'll get to it then. We've had several cases of people forgetting to return their books. I'd like for you to locate and return the books to me. Understood. Doesn't sound too bad to me. Sure, do you have the addresses? Yep, that information is tied to their library cards. Give me a moment to bring it to you. The first person is Faye, who lives in Belheim Apartments on West Street. Next, we have Clarice from Acacia Apartments on East Street. Lastly, we have Raymond from the CPD headquarters in the Administrative District. Detective Raymond? I'm sorry, Uncle. I wasn't expecting someone from the department to lack punctuality. Don't worry about it. I'm just hoping that the reader was engrossed by the contents of their book and forgot to return it on time. I'm afraid that you have forgotten your hopes up. This rotten world is filled with people who are lazy to their cores. What the hell are you looking at me like that for? No reason. Anyway, our objective is clear. We'll retrieve those books for you ASAP. Great, and thank you. Please return to me once you've collected all 3 books. I'm counting on you, Lloyd. Overdue book retrieval has been started. Alright, let's look at this one more time. West Street, East Street, Administrative District. So let's start with this. Let's go West Street. Wait, we're in Administrative District. Hold on, let me read that again. Police headquarters. That's, right here. We've never been here before, so... Well, I've never officially walked around this place. This is not Raymond, right? Yep. Alright, we're going up. This is Raymond, okay. How's it going, Detective Raymond? Oh, it's the SSS guys. Got some business at HQ to tend to? I'll admit, you guys got guts playing dumb like this. But the real culprit here is you. What? Randy, cool it with the pranks, okay? It was not even clever. Oh, come on. I'm a police officer, aren't I? I had to pull that out. I had to pull out that line at least once in my life, you know? What's he going on about? Sorry about that, Detective Raymond. We're here about a request from the library. You wouldn't happen to have an overdue library book, would you? Aw, crap, now that you mention it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I have one. Yeah, yeah. You lost the book, didn't you? No, I don't think so. Why the uncertainty, then? I'll go look for it. Yes, found it. This is the one. Receive prominent female figures. Phew. Thank goodness. Really left us in suspense there, Raymond. Anyways, why check out this particular book? Isn't this about historic female figures who've accomplished outstanding deeds? Yeah, well, I thought it was a photo album of a bunch of hot chicks from across the continent. When I found out it wasn't what I thought it was, I kind of just left it in my drawer and forgot about it. I do not think the library is the right place to search for that kind of book. Well, we got the book back, so all's well that ends well. We appreciate your cooperation, Detective Raymond. Anytime, guys. At least we didn't have to go on a little goose chase trying to find your book. We got East Street and West Street, right? Yes. West Street in the Belheim apartment, so it's pretty much where Lloyd lives, so let's go there. Let's go there. Here we are. We gotta find the one who has this book. It doesn't seem like Faye is in right now, so I'll just ask this girl then. Excuse me, aren't you Faye's youngest daughter? I'm surprised you and Wendy don't look alike at all. Huh? You're her friend, right? Oh, you still remember me? I want to ask your dad a quick question if he's around. Is he at work or something? Oh, Dad? He's off on a business trip. He won't be back for another 2 months. Sounds like we're out of luck then. Yeah, I'm not about to start going through his stuff without permission. Are you looking for something? Yes, we're here to retrieve a book your father borrowed from the library. Do you recall any mentions of it? Is it the one I'm reading right now? Mind if I take a look at it? I can check to see if it is. Sure. Pansy retrieved the book and held it out for Lloyd to see. Got a stamp from the library. That's probably the one. Really, Dad? I can't believe you'd leave on a forever long trip without returning your book. Sorry about that, mister. You mind taking the book in for me? This is actually very weird, because I figured she'd be like, no, I'm still reading it. You can't have it, you know, because she's a child, so I would expect that kind of attitude. A lot more mature for her age, though. Are you sure? Didn't you say you were in the middle of reading it? I believe you can apply for an extension at the library's front desk. No, it's okay. I was kind of just looking through it. It's actually pretty boring. I mean, did you even read the title? Let's see. Train Fanatic Rex. The name alone is enough to tell you that it's only for weirdo train nuts. I bet Dad borrowed it to try and get me interested in becoming a railway engineer. I'm not gonna fall for his tricks that easily. No siree. So yeah, feel free to return it for me. Sure thing. Thanks for helping us out. You have received the book. Alright, now we gotta go to the very other side of the entire area. There's a chest here. There it is. Oh, you get it from the Geo front. Yeah, I haven't been to that Geo front yet. East Street. Where in East Street was it? Casey Apartments. That's this one. Not these. This, not that family. Here we go. Excuse me, are you Miss Clarice? Oh yes, how may I help you? We're here because of a support request we received from the city's library. Are you borrowing any books from the library that you've yet to return? Oh, I am. I completely forgot about it. Oh dear. I'm afraid this book is long overdue by now, isn't it? It appears she had a lapse in her memory and forgot to return it. I suppose I'm becoming more forgetful with age. I'm sure Noelle wouldn't let me hear the end of this if she found out. Anyway, please wait a moment while I get it for you. This should be the one. You received Mark and the Witch, Part 1. Oh, this book. What's up, Madame Oelli? You read this before? Yes, actually. It's one of the most popular fairy tales at the library. Whenever my neighbor Serena goes to work, she always asks if I can watch after her little brother Ugot. So I thought that it might be fun. It might be a fun idea to read books together, which led me to this one. I'm glad he seemed to enjoy the story. Oh, really? I kind of want to read it now, too. Well, thank you very much for your cooperation, Miss Clarice. Oh, not at all. The pleasure was mine. Believe me, I'll make sure to return the books on time from now on. Sweet. We got all 3 books. Let's go to the library. And here we are. Oh, you're back. Were you able to collect all of the overdue books already? I'm very glad it was that easy. Sure did. Here you are. Return Train Fanatic Rex, return Mark and the Witch Part 1, and return Prominent Female Figures. Great. Looks like you managed to collect all 3 of them in one piece. Thanks again. I'm glad I have a group of reliable folks you can count on. We're happy that we could help. I believe this completes your request. Sure does. You'll probably hear from me again in the future. We look forward to it. You've completed the quest. Sweet. So, next one is the hunting for ingredients. So let's go to Morgus. This one's probably going to tell us, because it's called hunting for ingredients. I'm expecting it to tell us to go out and when we leave Crossbow, it's going to make us fight some enemies to get some ingredients for you. I can only imagine. Morgus right here. It's Lloyd's friend. Yo, Lloyd, how's it hanging? Haha, you in the mood for some bread? Don't just you in the mood for some bread me. You already know why we're here. You submitted a support request, didn't you? Huh? Did I? Please notify any other Oscars on the premises of our arrival. Come on, Oscar, we aren't here to mess around. Oh yeah, I remember now. I wanted to see if you guys would help me gather some ingredients for a new kind of bread. Our usual supplier's been running late, so we're kind of low on stock. Ah, gotcha. Well, you can't bake without any ingredients. Truer words have never been spoken. Will you guys give me a hand? I think we can handle that. So what kind of ingredients are you looking for? Well, I got plenty of bread and butter and flour. But if you could find me 4 fish fillets and 3 monster eggs, that'd be great. That's it? You can totally find those on the outskirts of the city. I thought so. That's convenient. We'll try gathering them as we do with our artist support requests. Alright. Let's go do the other one then. One wants us to go to Lanfei at the IBC headquarters. Where is IBC? I'm not quite sure what IBC is. CPD, City Hall. Let me read it again. IPD, was it? IBC. Here we are. This place was locked to us previously, but now it's open, so awesome. We get to finally go in for the first time. Pretty surprised, pretty impressive building. Yup. IBC entrance. Hello and welcome to the International Bank of Crossbow. Oh, now this is a surprise. It's been quite some time, hasn't it, Miss McDowell? Huh? Are you acquainted, Ellie? Hello, Lanfei. Indeed, it has been a while. This is our first encounter ever since you returned to your studies abroad. Oh yes, that reminds me. Would you like me to inform the Miss of your arrival? She's currently overseeing Michelin's operation, but I'm sure she'd rush back if I told you were visiting. I'm glad to see that Belle's still keeping herself busy. That's okay though. I'm not here to discuss anything important with her today. I'll visit her another day when I have the chance. Is that so? I'll send her your regards then. I didn't know you had connection within the IBC, Madame Royale. Yeah, you seem pretty close to each other too. She continues to uphold her image of a noble lady. I can hear you, you know. Aren't we here to get work done, Lloyd? Oh yeah, you're right. Whoops, totally forgot about that. Please allow me to introduce ourselves. We're members of the CPD Special Support Section. I believe we received a request for the IBC to help. Oh, is this what it's all about? My apologies. I'll explain the details to you immediately. Great, thank you. You may have read about it in the finance section already. The IBC will soon be offering a new service to exchange SEPIF. Essentially, our service will allow patrons to exchange a SEPIF at a higher rate than the average market value. So you're offering to cough up more dough than your everyday shop? I gotta hand it to you. That's pretty nifty. The service's purpose is to amass a large reservoir of SEPIF due to the scarcity of natural septium. The IBC is unparalleled when it comes to designing simple yet effective services. You flatter us. However, to contract the theft and SEPIF counterfeiting, we've limited the service to IBC members for the time being. We're trying to expand the service to be able to store SEPIF in our terminals. We'd like for you to be able to participate in the beta testing of the service, hence the request. Sounds good. What exactly do we need to do? Great. First things first, please take this card with you. You've received the IBC primary card. I'll guide you through it, so please follow my instructions. Just so you know, you'll need to exchange a specific amount of SEPIF. 30 of each type of SEPIF should be sufficient. 30 of each type? Got it. Sounds cool. Let's give it a spin. Oh, by the way, there's no requirement to deposit them all at the same time. We can deposit small portions of it while we take a break from the other requests. Quest assistance with new service has started. You are now able to utilize the IBC's exchange service. Pick of Lanfei and select exchange, then exchange again to perform an exchange. Wow. Select exchange, then select exchange to perform exchange. Got it. Alright. You can buy Caddy Bank and Arts Defense 3. You want 30 of every SEPIF, right? Okay. Oops. I meant to exchange. 30. 30. 30. Well, is she gonna let me know how much I need? Because if I'm gonna not remember. Earth, fire, and time. Just to be on the safe side, I'm gonna take a screenshot of this. So that way I know that this is what I traded in. I think we're at 2,220 Mira. They definitely. I think that they've increased how much more Mira that you get from exchanging SEPIF compared to Sky. Will she tell us how much we've exchanged? Maybe in the book. No, she did not. Okay. Well. Oh. Well, yep, it's doing a good job. Thanks again. You've been a great help, Chief. This kind of algorithm is especially challenging. Is that? I see. I can always trust the Chief's opinion. I've not seen you in some time, Chief. Oh, this is the person who Tio works under. I recognize that voice. Oh, if it isn't Tio, how are you doing these days? Chief? Is this man your boss? That is correct. He's my direct boss and the chief of the Orbo staff's development team. He specializes in Orbo networks and acts as the head of the Epstein Foundation's Crossbow branch. I suppose you could call him my supervisor. Everything appears to be running smoothly at that new division at the CPD. I'm quite relieved to see you doing well. Why don't you ever come by to deliver your reports, Tio? I'm really worried about you. Is that the official explanation behind your graciously delivery of an Orbo staff to the weapon shop for me? Gulp. You know, now that I think about it, Wendy mentioned that somebody from the Foundation drops by pretty frequently. Gulps? Well, you see, there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for that. Crap. This is bad. Tio's definitely mad at me now. But how can she expect me to leave a child like her to her own devices in a city like this? Rumble mumble. Your behavior is suspicious, Chief. What could you possibly mean? Please refrain from secretly leaving new equipment for me at different locations. I would rather not participate in a scavenger hunt. Gulp. Okay, Tio, I understand. And I'm terribly sorry, okay? Please don't be upset with me. It is precisely your behavior at times like this that upsets me, Chief. It almost sounds like Tio is the supervisor more so than the chief himself. Go sweat. You're right. I get it now. Aren't you being a bit too harsh, Tio? I'm unable to help it. I'm irritated beyond comprehension. Alright, let's do a little save. So, we need to get drops which are outside the city. We also need to get Sepif, which we get outside the city. And our main quest is outside the city, so I'm gonna go to the room to rest up for free. I'm gonna leave. Go to the armor shop because I did get. No! I forgot to turn in my report. Hold on. Thank goodness for turbo mode, right? Report. We got 3 DP, 1000 Mira, 30 DP total. Alright. So that's more we can buy with the extra 1000 Mira, possibly. Oh, I did not mean to do that. That guy, you mean Chief Roberts? Yeah, that's him. He left another Orbo staff with me like he did last time. If you want it, fork over the cash. Very well, then. Yo's boss sure likes to work in a roundabout way, doesn't he? Isn't that the truth? I don't understand why he doesn't just give it to you directly. Chief, pushing matters like this will only serve to annoy me further. Shop. Well, Randy. Your weapon... Dang, these are big buffs. Randy, equip that. Lloyd. These are all big buffs that we're getting. Whoops. Tio. And then I'm a little off, but that's where we'll sell these weapons. And we have just enough for Ellie. And sell that weapon. And that's all we can do for now. So let's head outside the city from, they said from the, what did they say from? There was a specific area that they said we could do it in. Orbital bus from the outside the city, Crossbow City's East Street. We're on East Street right now, so right, up here? This is the harbor. Over here. Let me do a little save real quick. There we go. That's a interesting, funny-looking bus. Oh, shoot! Well. We just barely missed it. Man, you kidding me? You got any idea how many trips this bus makes? I'm sure it comes by pretty frequently. According to the schedule here, the next bus will depart in approximately 2 hours. It's that long of a wait? Doesn't sound as frequent as you were hoping for. Well, that's just great. And here I was hoping we could also make it to the hospital later. And that's not even worth mentioning the other areas we still need to visit. And we had just decided on how to proceed with our investigation. Given the circumstances, could we not simply walk to Armorica Village? Huh? Tio? You for real? Judging by the distance shown on the map, I would estimate that it takes approximately 1.5 hours of a walk? 1.5 hours? I'd be like, heck no. I'd be like, heck no. Let's go eat someplace for a little bit. Check out the department store after we eat and be good. 1.5 hour walk. You crazy. Conversely, sitting and waiting for the next bus will result in a 2.5 hour trip. Would it not be more efficient for us to walk? When you spell it out like that, it certainly does make sense. I've actually heard stories of how scenic the road leading to Armorica is. Perhaps it'd be more enjoyable if we think of it as a fun little hiking trip, right? Heck no. Are these guys seriously trying to convince themselves this would be a jolly good time? It's painfully obvious they've never trekked the highway on foot. What are you two whispering about? Nothing. You know, monsters tend to roam around the highway, so are you girls okay with that? I hadn't thought of that. However, we ventured into the geofront, so I think we'll be fine if we run into a few monsters here and there. Additionally, I still need to accumulate more combat data from our robo staff. Participating in more skirmishes is a necessary task. Alright. If you're dead set on walking, then we'll do it. Sounds lovely. Let's get going. I'm starting to get a little excited. Had I known this would happen, I would have prepared us lunch. That is true. Should we depart soon? We will arrive by the village by noon. I'm certain we can have lunch while we are there. I don't think they're accounting the monsters that we're going to end up fighting and the exhaustion that's going to hit us from not only just the walk, but the fights. Ugh. It's up to us to protect them if they get exhausted. Yeah, I've got this, man. Ugh. I can't wait to hear them complain. Are we allowed to see the map? Is there an option for the map yet? There you go. Okay. Armorica Village is, we can take a right, we go straight for a little bit, and then we go up. No, this, I'm just realizing, but this, I think this might just be one area. Maybe this is the whole game right here, but this isn't much at all. But it is East Crossbow Highway, so I wonder if there's more. Oh wait, that's where we are, because West is on the other side, and then Maine's mountain path is up top. Ursula Road's at the bottom, I see that. Maybe this is it. It's okay. Let's get moving. Oh, I thought that was something. Alright. Is this anything at all? Party max advantage. Team Russia to... yeah. Alright. Oh, we get some pretty good XP here, so that's pretty good. There's a chest here. We have a Tira Bomb. A Tira Bomb, that's the first we got of those. Ah, goddess, it hurts. The grass is clipping right through me. I see it now. The grass is clipping through the chest. I like that one. Hey, how's it going, Jukin? Hello, you beautiful person. How are you doing? It's been a little while. Hope you're doing good. Found a leather jacket here. Who needs the defense more? I would say Tio, right? Actually, Ellie. Ellie, yeah, let's give it to Ellie. Leather jacket. She loses quite a hefty amount of arts defense. The men would benefit more from it because they're only benefiting from defense and no arts defense. Sure, I'll give it to Randy because Lloyd has more defense. Doing good, playing video games and chilling. That's good to hear. I'm just playing some Trails from Zero, obviously. We've been playing through the Trails series for a little while now. I had to take it on a little break because I didn't know that they took down the fan translation versions of the two PSP games, this game and Trails to Azure. So, because of the official translations of the games coming out at the end of the year and one at the in the beginning of next year, they took down the fan translation. So I was like, what the heck am I gonna do? How am I gonna continue the series? So I had to put it on hold, and luckily a good friend of mine was able to send me the files for the two games, and happy to be able to actually continue the series. Pretty good. It's a really good series, I gotta admit. Welcome to the Crossbow Watchtower. We don't know what it's for either. I love the chests in the Trails games. They're freaking amazing. That sounds annoying. Yeah. It was like 3 months or 2 months that I was struggling to find a way to play the games. I think these guys are weak to arts. I can analyze and make sure of it. Earth. They are 100% weak to Earth. Oh, you can... Yeah, you can just use physicals. Okay. Those types of enemies in Trails in the Sky series they looked a little bit different, but they were really physical resistant, so interesting that it's kind of changed here. Different strategy to take on familiar looking enemies. Not very many enemies on this first area. But yeah, this game is absolutely amazing in every way. Like, the characters, the visuals, the battles, the dialogue. This game is phenomenal. The entire Trails games. Well, I can't really say too much about the other games I haven't played, but every single one of them has been top-notch. So, all the games are fantastic. We want to have them focus arts, well, mainly Ellie art attack. We had an AoE attack, so may as well. Actually, I should have just scanned. Oh, that one has AoE attacks. We got the stun. I'll hit this one. Ellie, scan this one, please. It's weak to water and wind. A little bit of everything, but mainly water, which is what Theo uses. Theo is hurt. We have an AoE, but she's too slow with it, so I'll just use this. I'll heal her when we get to the field. No, she's gonna be too slow. She should be able to, yes. Good damage, and then that's it. And that was enough to level us up to level 6. Lloyd gets stun break. We get a bunch of Sepif. Oh yeah, when we level up, we fully regain HP and EP. I love when games do that. Oh my gosh, I love that. We all crit here, so may as well just physically attack them all. A team rush attack? Oh, it's over. I swear, God bless turbo mode. Whoever thought of turbo mode, good on them. Like, seriously. And also state saves. Two of my favorite things in modern gaming. They're weak to Earth, which is Lloyd. I could use physicals, it's fine. Look at how good this turbo mode is. 4 times speed, then 2 times speed on the field. Perfect. Oh. I don't get to stun all of them. It's kind of interesting. I don't think I've scanned these. What are they weak to? Earth. Lloyd's gonna be good here. Their AoE is pretty huge. But so is Teos. Alright. 2 monster eggs. We're getting a bunch of the materials that we needed for the side quest, which is really, really good. I screwed up. Counterattack. Alright, everyone's all over us. I'm gonna get them off. And we get a nice little crit with that too. Let's do... No. I'm gonna do that. I should have just made them attack the same person. But luckily we got a counter. And then I can physical the rest of this. Level 7! Except for Ellie and Randy. Their XP growths are a little bit slower than the rest of the team, I'm realizing. Let me heal them up. EP 10, okay. Only 64 max EP, so I can't be too reckless with the heals at this point in the game. Everything here is pretty much weak to Earth, honestly. It'll be a good idea if I push this back. Now they should all be in the AoE. Push it back. Yep. No, that one got out. No, the one I was praying for was the last one. But I also wasn't paying attention, so that's my fault. We'll drop water on this one. I should have attacked the other one. I'm gonna do Quake on this one. They'll probably get close to each other. My EP for Lloyd is gone. And Randy's about to die because of the poison. But Ellie and Randy hit level 7, so that's really good. And Ellie gets Holy Bullet. Alright. Luckily I don't have to heal Randy as I was about to because he was dying. Alright, let's see what this chest says. We got Silver Brooch. Hold on, let me put that on. What does that do? That gives... prevent poison? We kind of needed that in that last fight. Ellie already has prevent poison, and so does Tio. I'm gonna give it to Lloyd. Why not? I thought you were supposed to serve the people. Okay. Did we go over here? No, we didn't. Let me look at the map of this area. What? I always forget the map button. Alright, max advantage. Do we get the team rush attack? Yes, we do. A little bit later. But we all get crits! That's my favorite part of getting the max advantage. It's just kind of broken. I gotta admit. It's kind of broken. You don't get to stun everyone. 2 battle chain, and of course it was an ambush. Because I didn't touch the enemy first. Oh yeah, I ran out of EP. But at least we're all faster than this enemy. We're gonna fight the other squad of enemies. I say squad, but it was only one enemy. Man, you see how fast turbo mode makes running through games like this? It's honestly amazing. We're gonna get the yep, the team rush. Boom, boom, boom. Bunch of XP for doing a bunch of little side stuff there. Oh, we're gonna learn fishing soon, huh? I think we already learned about it, or I was able to learn it. But honestly, I don't like fishing in any game, so we can skip and gloss over all of that stuff. I'm not interested. Missed and a counterattack. Sadly, Lloyd is not going to be able to crit because it doesn't reach. But it doesn't matter because we don't need it. Lloyd gets level 8. Theo gets level 8. And almost Ellie and Randy too. Okay. I don't know what's down here, so I don't want to turbo mode right into an enemy. Oh wait, we have Team Rush. I'm over here looking at this like, how am I gonna fight this? Alright, Ellie and Randy get their level ups. When you get the party max advantage and you kill them really easily with Team Rush, you complete a bunch of like side missions to get extra XP. And it's just like dang, this is actually like so dang good. Like, look at that. We get this. We get the critical first hit. Team Rush. And look at all the goals we complete. Overkill, First Strike, Unscathed, Immovable, and Swift and Sure. All of that gives us a 1.60 times XP. And bam, look at that. If you really want to like get strong in this game, you gotta aim for those max advantages. And it's not even just to help you in battles. Obviously that, but you'd be really buffing your entire team up with all the XP you'll be getting just solely on the Team Rush and getting all the little side missions that give you extra XP. And then there's a chest over here with one more enemy. Let me actually wait. Let it turn around. Stop chasing me! I guess I shouldn't have attacked you, huh? No Team Rush, sadly. Oh, it ran. Wow. It ran. That was my XP that ran away. We got 20 of every sepif. That'll actually really help us complete the objective of turning in 30 of every sepif. The contents of this chest was brought to you by the International Bank of Crossbow. Visit us for premium sepif exchange rates. Funnily enough, the bank is actually what gave us the side quest for turning in 30 of every sepif, so we gotta thank them for giving us sepif that they want. Easy little fights. Yeah, you can steamroll everything as long as you get those max advantages. I definitely see what I should be aiming for every single time. You gotta abuse this. Extra XP and you take down enemies fast. Definitely. Look at that. 1.70 times XP. That leveled up Lloyd, Theo, Ellie, and Randy. Everyone up. Theo learned Beams Amber. I think that's how you say that. I forgot to look at everyone's arts that they gained. I think everyone got an arts. No, it's crafts. Crafts. Where do we look at crafts here? That's actually a good question. Status? Yes. We gain stun break for Lloyd, so that gives it's a single target attack that gives a 20% chance to feint the enemy. Feint's pretty good, but it shocks with a high. Oh, it also cancels arts and crafts. It's an impede. Oh, I didn't read that. It's an impede as well. I didn't read that. Okay. So it's an impede and a feint chance. So that's pretty good. So we got a single target attack and we got an AoE for Lloyd. So that's pretty good. We finally got an attacking craft for Tio. It's a medium-ranged AoE. She really is specializing in AoE. Slices foes. So yeah, just a regular single, just damaging attack. And then Ellie gains a support. Small range, small heal, CP 20% as well. Recovers allies' HP and CP in an area with a holy shot. So, characters that give CP are actually extremely good. As we learned in the Trails in the Sky series with Kevin. And I feel like there's some other character who gives CP as well. I think it was, I forgot the girl's name. The other protagonist from Trails in the Sky the Third. That's really, their name is escaping me. But they're actually really, really good because they give CP. And getting CP is actually super, super strong. Just spamming S-crafts non-stop with like Joshua, broken. So if we can repeat something similar in this game, we'll have something going. And Randy didn't get any crafts, so he's the only one without any new crafts. So we got something to work on and look forward to. Successful ambush, team rush. The XP growth in this game is actually pretty high so far. Maybe it's just because that's how the early levels are. EP charge was in the chest, or what did it say? It's empty, but the woodwork is amazing. Is it chestnut? Oh gosh. The corny jokes. The corny jokes. Alright, we're not going to get good XP if we're going to be fighting one enemy. Steel wrist. Okay, these types of chests, these red and yellow ones, they give us equipment. We got steel wrist. What does that give? Prevents feint. That's pretty good. I'm going to put that on Randy. Can you feel how hard this chest is? I could bench press your entire party. Okay. Let's see what we got here. We got our first cutscene on the way. Oh yeah, this is the fork in the road. We gotta go up. We gotta go up. Looks like we hit a fork in the road. I'm pretty sure we have to go north in order to reach Armorica village. Bingo. Taking the road on the left's gonna lead us in the right direction. This is a bit tougher than I was anticipating. Agreed. My initial estimation has led to a disastrous miscalculation. These monsters roaming around the highway aren't helping either. You two look like you're about to pass out. Oh boy, how about we take a breather, ladies? No, I think I'll be okay. What about you, Tio? As much as I would love to admit defeat right about now, I was the one who suggested we walk, so I must persevere. If you insist. Just remember that if you can't take much more of this, you can always ask for a good old Randy here for a piggyback ride. Or would you rather ride on my shoulders? I strongly and unequivocally refuse. Do not treat me like a child. Furthermore, I doubt you will be satisfied with someone of my stature riding your back, Randy. Hey, true enough. I'd rather have a chick with a voluptuous... Hold up a second. You're making it sound like I had ulterior motives. She got you. She got you. Anyways, let's keep moving. I'd be surprised if we didn't run into any more monsters. So let's take it slow and steady. Don't be afraid to let us know if you need to take a break, Tio. Alright? Roger. Alright. So we hit the fork on the road, which pretty much means we're halfway there if we're looking at the map. Man, we get a huge advantage over the enemies when you do max advantage. It's actually kind of insane. Let's keep looking until we get to the end. Wait, there's a chest here. A chest? There's definitely no chest here. What am I... Oh, it's just telling me about the thing I can interact with. I was waiting for the enemy to turn around. So we can get that max advantage, get the crits in. HP heal 10%. They made the hearts look orange. That kind of throws me off. Yeah, we're halfway to getting to the Tangram Gate and Armorica Village. Oh, okay. I can't get the chests that are on the road to the Tangram Gate, so... I'm pretty sure this leads to Tangram Gate. Yep, the Calvardian border is over this way. The CGF's the deputy commander operates the Tangram Gate too. Oh, joy. Don't worry, you two. I know now's not the time for detours. Get a move on. Indeed. Since we hit the fork in the road, let me hit save. It's been a little while. Oh, Randy. Luckily, we got that counter. Counters are going to be pretty annoying in the future. I forgot. What are these little enemies? It killed itself? Oh no, we're whiffing a lot. Are these types of enemies that give us a crap ton of XP or something? Let me analyze them. They're very weak to wind. They're resistant to water, though. They only have 8 HP, so I think they are. Oh yeah, we're missing heavy. Arts really takes them down. We got decent XP. I wouldn't say they give a crap ton of XP. I don't think that's what they're for. I don't think that they're those kinds of enemies. We're gonna get that max advantage, so let me hit that one. Make it easier to take them out. Alright, let's stop failing our advantages. Hit this one. Woo! Okay. Alright, we're past the halfway point. We're on Old Armorica Road. Stop! Don't follow me. There we go. Alright, there's a chest here. Found a reviving balm. Next time, I'm using a lock. Any monsters around here? There's a chest over there. Gotta make sure to keep that in mind. I forget every time that my party members do this. I gotta heal Lloyd. Let me heal Lloyd while I remember. And while I have the opportunity. I'm gonna save my EP because I can take them all out physically. There's something on the ground. Oh wow! Literally, I said, that's what I said, and the text said the exact same thing. We picked up 10 Winsepif. Okay, so you can find stuff on the ground? Okay, that's new. Sky didn't have that. And look how the camera pans. Sky definitely didn't have something like that. It's supposed to help you take in the sight, but it's supposed to be like, it's this PSP game, so there's not much to take in. But it's still a good sight, regardless. Nice counter. Let's analyze this one. It's weak to earth. Okay. And a little bit of fire. Missed. I'll use Quake. Oh gosh. If I knew... Oh my god, they explode! Orbment. Art. Tier. Heal Lloyd up for now. We'll heal Tio and Randy maybe later. Because they probably don't need it. The gate is locked. Okay, seems like we're not going to be getting that chest right now. There's an enemy. I'm going to analyze them just for next time. Very weak to water. Ooh, still alive, but not for long. Tio, oh, everyone, no. Only Lloyd and Tio, they get level up, saying they get to level 10. Pretty good. I kind of like the music here. I'm going a bit too fast, so we don't get to really hear it, but it is pretty nice. And now Ellie and Randy leveled up. And finally, Randy learns his arts. He's the only one who didn't learn. I'm sorry, not arts, craft. Salamander. So let's go see what Salamander does. It's a line AoE, 80% chance to burn the enemy. Oh my gosh. And you have a 100% chance of burn, so you're already looking pretty good on the burn effects, Randy. You're looking like you're going to provide some amazing damage over time. And we got the laser of Randy, so that's pretty good. We found some grasshoppers. Who would benefit from movement? Maybe Lloyd or Tio at this point. And I'd say Lloyd. Find sandals. Oh, you're only getting defense. Okay, then, give it to Ellie. She's gonna get that ape. Oh my gosh, she loses the one movement. Eh, it's fine. She has a gun. So I'll lose the range, the movement by 1. Is the chest half full or half empty? Neither. It's completely empty. I thought they were going to tell me if the glass half full or half empty. And it would tell you if you're pessimistic or an optimistic kind of guy. But nope. Oh, I didn't even look at that enemy. Wow. I was too busy looking at the road. Luckily, it's just one enemy. Analyze. Weak to every kind of Sepith. But I'm going to just save the EP because it'll be easier. Alright. We should be close. Yeah, we got one more area to go through and then Armorica. So not there just yet. We're going to be hearing Chansuda a lot. I can already tell. Successful ambush. Alright. Drink some water. Alright, what do we got around here? We got a chest over there guarding by this enemy. I don't know if Team Rush will hurt these guys, but let's check. Oh, yes. I think it was the small little pink guys that I was thinking of that you gotta really use arts on mainly. We got a cool necklace, so that's cool. It prevents burn. Well, the person being the only one. Oh, and Ellie as well, actually. Give it to Ellie. Let's prevent her from getting any damage over time. She has less HP than Lloyd, so Lloyd can take a little bit of a damage compared to Ellie. And he has higher defenses, so why not give it to Ellie? This chest is empty and exercises its right to remain silent. Oh, we got a little cutscene. There's a rest area. There's rest areas now? Oh my gosh. I love JRPGs that have rest areas on their travels because they offer always some amazing and, memorable cutscenes in them. We get to just chill, relax, and get treated by a good time, good cutscenes, and a good view usually. Let's see. Oh, good timing. A rest area, eh? There's a rest area? This is why you don't take, this is why you don't agree on walking 1.5 hours. You're crazy. Why don't we take a break here before your legs fall off? We can even admire the view while we catch our breath. Sounds good? Yes, I would love that. Much appreciated. Why not? I'm always game for a little kickback and chill. Same here. See, we get treated to a good view. We're all here getting a drink from the vending machine, and we get treated to a good cutscene, good music, good times. See, this is why I love. It's something weird, but rest areas and JRPGs are always they always hit that good spot. Always, always, always without fail. The breeze is so nice. Just what I needed. I completely agree. I may even fall asleep at this rate. I know it's hard, but we're almost there. The countryside is really breathtaking out this way. It almost feels like as if we were taken straight out of a fairy tale. Now that I think about it, it looks like there are a bunch of ruins scattered around over there. I bet history buffs would have a field day here. Indeed. I believe most of them were constructed during the Middle Ages and have long since been forgotten. I actually seem to remember being told this area once served as a battlefield. There were battles? Here? Yes. Between Erebonia and Calvard, the ancient battlefield is close by, so it makes sense. The ancient battlefield. Sounds pretty interesting. Why don't we come out here too often? I'm sorry. We don't come out here too often, so you guys want to check it out? As much as I'd love to, I think we should save it for another time. Yes, I have to agree. There's a time and location for everything, Randy, and right now happens to be neither. You guys for real? How can you be so young yet so devoid of passion? You're telling me that both of you grew up in Crossbow yet you've never bothered to explore outside of the city? I mean, ain't it natural to want to ditch town and spread your wings a little? Not really. We never had much of a reason to leave the city when we were kids. Everything I could ever need was available right in the city, so I never thought about it. Crossbow's commercial centrality. I've never heard that before. Crossbow's commercial centrality was encouraged merchants to carry non-domestically produced goods. Gosh, I'm messing up. Furthermore, most people prefer to travel by airship or by train. And with the introduction of mobile cars and buses, trekking the road like this for all intents and purposes is a thing of the past. While I was not raised in Crossbow, I can relate. I was living in one of the Foundation research labs for the past few months, so I never had the chance to hike. Modern conveniences really are turning us into a bunch of lazy bums, huh? That is real life as well. There are a bunch of things that are making us lazy. But anyway, Lloyd, you look like you still have plenty of energy to spare. Well, I owe that to the Police Academy's survival and fitness training. Still, my stamina doesn't hold a candle to yours, Randy. All that training with the CGF must have really paid off. You haven't even broken a sweat yet. Probably just used to running around everywhere. Hey, check it out, you guys. The bus! It's going back. So we somehow did cut time. That must be the bus making its return to the city. For a moment, I considered signaling the driver to stop so I could return home. Right when we're almost there? Come on. Wouldn't it be a total waste if we took the bus back now? We're in the final stretch, you guys. You won't have to push yourselves for far much longer. I hope so. Fine. Let's get this show on the road, ladies. I believe in you. You know, this area's been bothering me for a while now. What exactly is this thing supposed to be? Looks like that weird metal box back at the headquarters, doesn't it? Yeah, I've been eyeing at it too. There's a bunch of juice and coffee on display. What gives? This will be an orbital vending machine. Is it the first time you've seen one? If you insert mirror coins into this slot, you can choose the drink you want, and machine dispenses it accordingly. Since they were originally developed by the Epstein Foundation, you would often find them all over research facilities. Apparently, they are being tested out in Crossbow as well. Wow, seriously. Were you aware of these gadgets, Madame Morelli? No, this is my first time seeing one too. It's hard to believe that all these inventions by the Epstein Foundation are starting to pop all over Zamoria. Granted, I have heard that they have some incredibly influential and wealthy sponsors. Please resort to coins if you intend on using it. Those are incompatible with this model. Thanks for the heads up. I'm curious. I should try it at least once, right? They give good stuff, but I don't even have the mirror to buy anything from a vending machine. That's actually sad. And they have a place to just wet your hands if you need to, wet your face. Old Armorica Road, rest area. This is a public location, so please pick up after yourselves. I'm sad that they didn't utilize this in a cutscene. Alright. There's a monster there. They must have something in place to have monsters be unable to go in the rest areas. Wasn't in Liberal? Oh yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's the same in this game, but in Liberal, these street lights of some sort. What is that? What you would call them? I forgot the exact name, what they would call them in this type of game. In this game, in the Legend of Heroes series, but these lights produce. They have a quartz or a septium. I forgot. They have a quartz or septium in it that allows monsters to be repelled. It makes monsters get repelled from the area. So monsters are not allowed to be near this thing because they get repelled by it. So they put one in there. Just have them be repelled, and then they have one here. And then, but sadly, they don't really stick to that rule too much, as you can see one there. There's also something on the ground there. Come on, turn around. Ooh, miss. That's okay. Black pepper. Oh yeah, the thing on the floor. Tear bomb. Oh my gosh, nice. I love the fact that you can find items and stuff on the ground. It makes times like this where I'm broke and have barely any items a real help. Alright. Wow, I aggroed that enemy from far away, huh? Oh my gosh. Okay, I was about to say, is it really going to follow me all the way? Get that max advantage, get that one turn kill to get all that XP. Got him. Alright, blew up in my face. Alright, everyone goes to level 11. We got a bunch of Sepif for everyone. I mean, duh. But we got a bunch of Sepif in general, I mean, so you can definitely complete that 30 of every kind of Sepif request. We found the U material. What is that? An unknown material that is impossible to analyze. Can be used to customize equipment at an orbital factory? Interesting, that's kind of new. An event item. So feathers are event items. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. Alright. And one more chest. Oh wait, I didn't talk to you interact with this chest. A bracer assaulting a chest? I can understand. But a cop? That's low, man. Even cops get talked down in a game like this. If my wish comes true, I want to become a bird. Even if I lose everything else, someday I want to go to the place of memories with him. Ah, chest love. The roads aren't really the best shape. They're not in the best shape around here. No team rush, but it's okay. More enemies to fight. Alright. God, that team rush makes such cake of the enemies. It like makes everything so easy. Found a reviving bomb. What is Amoria's favorite brand of popcorn? Orbu Redenbacher. Oh my god. I got that one. Right. Oh, this is perfect. This is where I definitely want to do a team rush. A bunch of enemies. The road over here is broken. Yeah. Where would that lead? To some area over there. I'm not even quite sure. But there is a chest over there, so we'll be going over there eventually. Overkill. Dun 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 dun. Yes. I wanted to open the chest, but I ended up striking, and I was like, alright, I'll try to stun the enemy. We got 20 of every single Sepith. I hope your pockets are now loaded with Sepith. These chests and their jokes. I keep forgetting that's not the chest button. I mean, map button. Oh my god, now I'm talking about chests in my sentences. Missed your crit. No, don't do that. Especially in this game, missing is bad. Because now, anyone that misses, both enemy and ally, will counterattack. So you gotta make sure you hit those attacks. So probably, I wonder if there's a stat. Hold on, let me look at the stats real quick. I wonder if something like an agility stat would be really broken to use in the high levels. Like, not high levels of the game, but I mean like in high stats. Like, raising agility is probably going to be really, really good because you could farm those counterattacks and essentially hitting the enemy twice. You attack, enemy goes, they miss, you counterattack. You know, it's just a chance to counterattack, but still a chance is a chance. And we've gotten counterattacks quite more often than you might actually think. So raising that agility stat might actually be the play for this kind of at least for this game. We'll have to see. We'll have to be testing things. Oh, what is this? Monsters appear. So I'm guessing monster chests are now in black and white. Well, I'm going to do this. I'm going to focus this one. Should take it out, right? Yes. Group them all up. I want to analyze, but I want to keep my CP. I don't want to push them away from me. This is the perfect chance to just CP right out the gate. I'll do just that. It's fine. You see, I can get all of them. Oh, except for one. But 4 out of the 5 is pretty good to me. I'm gonna do it. See? Look at that. Oh, we hurt this enemy pretty nicely. Alright. We found an attack 2! Yes! One of my favorites. Does this game do what the Sky does, and you can't have 2 attack 1s and attack 2s? Yeah. Yeah. Gotcha, okay. Well, he gets instead of a plus 3% and negative 1% defense, he gets 6% strength and negative 2 defense. Defense is going to be really, really hard on Randy, but luckily he's a guy who already comes with a pretty good amount of defense to him. So he technically went from 92 to 94. Not the biggest of increases, but eventually down the line, when you level up, 2% will be better than a 2. A plus 2 is different than a 2%. So keep that in mind. A 2% may not be much, but then you get attack 3, and then that shoots up. I mean, it's not. Did I say 2%? I'm sorry. I meant 6%. So a plus 6 is very different than a 6%. Right now, a plus 6 would definitely be a lot better because of the lower levels that we are right now. But down the line, a 6% will be really beneficial. Actually, if we remove it, yeah, we're actually technically only getting a 3%. I mean, 3. I'd put a joke about law enforcement here, but it'd be a bit of a cop-out. I really wonder who made the jokes this time. The fan translation team? Or was it actually, Falcom? I'm actually really curious about that. Because they did put that... It made me question it because I thought it would have just been some, Falcom. But then they put that one chest earlier that was talking about the fan translation. So maybe they just messed with the... Whoops. Maybe they just messed with the chest and nothing else? Maybe the original version didn't even have jokes on the chests and dialogue that, like, Sky did. Maybe. Yes, turn around. I'll abuse how far your AI can actually go. In the chest, there's an EP charge. After that string of chest thefts in Liberal, you would think that they would have some locks installed. Oh, you know what I hope that this game has? I'm glad that in every single location that you visit in Liberal in the Sky games, and also here as well, the area that you're mainly frequenting is in the center and easy to reach, so you're not going super far out in the wild and taking forever to get back to Crossbow. And then especially thank goodness that there's no random encounters on top of that. So it makes it really easy to go back, but I do hope that there's some way of going back from place to place really easily. Like, what if I want to go from Armorica Village to Bellegarde Gate? Maine's mining village just to Crossbow, and at least I hope we get to actually use those buses, even if they cost a bit. Obviously, they're gonna cost Mira, but I at least hope we get to use them. To make it some sort of a fast travel system. Sorry about that. I had to get some water. But I hope, please. That's something I was kind of hoping for in Sky, and it never happened. In all 3 of the games, there was no way of fast traveling of any sort. So I hope this one's a little bit different with the buses, because they did introduce that. Whew, so this is Armorica Village. Ellie, Theo, how are you holding up? I'm okay. Though I'm not sure how I'd be faring without that break. I'm also alive by some miracle. Though miracles aside, this village is absolutely breathtaking. It actually is pretty nice. I also love the greenery growing on the houses. May not be something I'd like in real life, but it does fit this kind of town really nicely. With all the greenery around and everything. A rural village surrounded by fields of blooming flowers. It's absolutely mesmerizing. And there's a sweet smell hanging in the air. Is that honey? Yep, you can almost see the apiary. I've never read that word before. I've never seen that word at all. Apiary? From here. According to the database, the honey from the Armorica village is one of the area's specialties. Due to its quality, the demand for Armorican honey is quite high, so it is exported across all of the continent. Yeah, I believe it. I'd always see it being sold in grocery stores and markets. This is where it comes from. This is where it comes from? That's right. It's rather surreal experiencing something firsthand when you've only read about it in books. Ellie? It's nothing. Simply thinking out loud. A tranquil place like this fell victim to a monster attack. It's almost hard to believe. Can't blame ya. At first glance, all I see is a carefree, happy village. Based on the CGF's report, they first spoke to the village chief for details on the incident. Okay, let's do the same. Besides, he probably stays on top of what happens in the village. All that's left is to find out where he lives. Alright. I love this village already. I haven't even stepped foot inside. Well, technically, I guess you could count this as inside, but... music. The little overshot of the town with all the greenery. That hits the spot. That's from Crossbow? That doesn't seem right considering the bus just left minutes ago. Huh? You walked here? You city folks must all be crazy. That's what I said. Let's see what's around here. I still don't know if you can find anything visiting random places. I don't remember if that was a thing in Crossbow. In the Sky games? I can't remember. So I'm doing it just to make sure. There's an item shop. Oh my god, I love the way the general store looks here. Morning, welcome to Rior General Store. Ouch, I bit my tongue. Welcome to the Rior General Store. Feel free to look around. There's a straw hat, which gives speed +5. There's a model orbital car, an intricate model made from tin. You can decorate Lloyd's room? Interesting. Okay. Alright. I don't think we have anything to sell. Oh, we do. You cannot sell this. I was just messing around. We still don't really have much money. And they had the honey pots on the walls. I saw it. As soon as I was leaving, I noticed it. Oh my god, I love the music here. Gosh, I love stuff like this. Here's the inn. I do need the rest, but how much is it? 400? Oh. Oh, I'm sorry. What do you got to buy? Just food? Okay, I'm sorry, but not right now. I'll rest some other time. I don't remember the resting in Sky being so expensive, but also I don't remember. No, we only finished Sky 1, 2, and 3 immediately after each other, and we only finished guy 3 like 2 to 3 months ago, and yeah, like so much is so much of my memories um and various small little things are gone. Oh, there are chests in some of these houses. Okay, good. EP cut 1. You're really gonna take that EP cut 1? Haven't the Armoricans been going through enough? Been through enough. I will take it. I'm sorry, but I'm the savior of this game. I'm gonna be saving everyone. Displays enemies on the minimap. Oh, this one gives 2 gold and 1 of that. Okay. Oh, but you could just take this and get... Yeah, you could just take this for a better, for a better outlook. Oh, and Ellie already had one, so I was thinking of putting it on Ellie, but I'm okay now. Makes me a little happier to just do that instead. You know 100%, I am definitely going to download this song after the stream. And then the camera pans out. Oh my god, they did amazing. Good stuff, Falcom. You guys did an amazing job with this town. It was a pleasure doing business with you. Thank you for your continued support. Yes, and same to you. Doe, are you sure that price is good for your business? It's 20% more than what other traders paid. I assure you they're well worth the price given the praises sung about Armorica's goods. I think they'll prove quite profitable. There's no need to fret over my endeavors. I'll break even somehow. Confident as ever. Always a pleasure to work with you. Please bring your beautiful wife and son with you to the village next time. They're more than welcome here. Haha, I think I'll do just that. Take care. I'll be sure to come again. Yes, until next time. Oh, pardon me. That man just now. He had the air of a traitor about him. Sure did. He must have had some business with Armorica's head honcho. You all are... Apologies for interrupting. We're looking for the chief of the village. Are you him by any chance? Indeed I am. I'm Tolta. Are you folks tourists? No, sir. We're here to investigate the recent monster attack in the village. Oh, I understand. The folks over at the Guardian Force have stopped by a few times already. Unfortunately, they couldn't find any conclusive leads. I'm full of confidence now that you are all in the job. This optimism is strange. Yep, same misunderstanding as usual. I've moved past the point of being surprised by now. Sorry, sir, I should have been more clear. What's this? Despite what you're probably thinking, we aren't from the Bracer Guild. We're from the Crossbow Police Department Special Support Section. I see. The Crossbow Police wouldn't have been my first guess. I apologize for the misunderstanding. At least he understands. The police rarely visit this village, so I wasn't really expecting this. On the other hand, bracers are always coming and going, thanks to Arios. You don't say. How can one dude be so popular, yet so dedicated to his job? Bracers aside, Chief Tota, can we get back to the reason why we're here? If you don't mind, could you give us a rundown of the attack? Sure, I don't mind. It happened about 3 weeks ago on the night of a new moon. A pack of monsters snuck into our village, laying waste to any crops they could find. Fruit, wheat, even our livestock was hit. Every household in the village was affected by it to some degree. And there were no eyewitnesses, right? Yes, unlike the rowdy city folk, people here tend to go to sleep earlier. After all, we get up when the rooster crows. Because of that, we were all fast asleep. By the time everyone woke up, the paw prints and damage left by the monsters were clear as day. I thought as much. Could you further expound upon why you think they are wolf-like in nature? Alright. You see, the paw prints left all around the village were some kind of canine. Funny thing is, some CGF members were scheduled to patrol the Armorica area later that day. Once we informed them about the attack, they conducted a search of the perimeter just to be safe. But not a single trace of the canines was found anywhere. The statement seemed to line up with what the CGF report described. That's good to hear. Like I said, it's been 3 weeks since that mess. By the goddess' protection, we haven't been hit again. To be honest, I thought this was a one-time issue. I'm sorry to hear that the other locations have been attacked as well. It's true. Yo, I got a question. It's pretty awesome to see that the villagers so chill after an attack like that. It's like the whole fiasco didn't faze them at all. Aren't your losses pretty heavy? No, it isn't as bad as you think. If you count the losses per household, though, they were relatively light. I thought it was much worse. This is merely a rough estimate, but I'd wager the total loss was around 100,000 mira. That sounds like a lot. So, no matter how much I try to downplay it, a loss is still a loss. It was a stressful time for the village. Thankfully, we were able to strike a business deal that'll help us recover. I'm happy to say most of our losses have been accounted for by now. A business deal. Was it with the guest that just left? Indeed, he's a trader from Crossbow City. Over the past few years, we've maintained a healthy business relationship. After hearing about the damages, he's increased his offers by a wide margin. Bless his soul. You don't see that kind of generosity too often in people. Sounds like a kind man. Trader, eh? No wonder he was in that fancy getup. Gotta look the part and all, you know? Yeah, well, considering the shape Crossbow is in, these damages are the least of our worries. Pardon? Sorry, but could you explain? Sorry, that may have been inappropriate. Apologies, folks. Forgot about all that nonsense. Geez, you can't just tease a man like that. That's lowering a slab of meat in front of a dog and taking it away. Agreed. I do not appreciate it being left in the dark. My sincerest apologies. The ramblings of an old man aren't too interesting, but are you still curious? Yes, sir. Please tell us everything you know. At this point, we'll take any lead we can get. Well, if you insist. Have you folks ever heard of the Divine Wolves? Divine Wolves? As in holy wolves. I do not believe such a term exists in the database. Just as I thought. The legend must be long lost in the city. A shame, really. Sorry, but what exactly is a Divine Wolf? The Divine Wolves are an ancient species of beasts that reside within Crossbow. Stories describe them as wolves with fur as white as snow. You don't mean... Could these Divine Wolves be the culprit behind the village's damages? Of course, there's no evidence saying that they're the culprits, but personally, I would not be surprised if they were. You see, the old legends mention that these Divine Wolves are not regular wolves, but holy beasts sent by Adios herself. Long ago, this land of Crossbow was a bloody place rife with conflict. While watching over the foolishness of man, they would occasionally help the weak if they so desired. At least, that's how the legend goes. I can't believe I have never heard of this before. Something about this sounds familiar. I think I heard a fairy tale about a white wolf when I was a little kid. I'm pretty sure I borrowed the book from the library. Yes, I'm sure the legend of the Divine Wolf serves as the basis of that particular fairy tale. As I'm sure you're all aware, Crossbow has undergone drastic changes in the past few decades. Once it became the center of trade in Zamoria, being influenced by both the Empire and Republic, Crossbow began to leave its history in the past. And with that, the Divine Wolves slowly vanished. Guess they were just fed up with the man being dumb as usual. Well said. Those are my thoughts exactly. I believe that's why the Divine Wolves disappeared over the course of time. And if they have decided to if they have finally decided to return, I can only think that this is an omen of things to come. Why would you think that? Maybe out of my place to say, but I feel that Crossbow City has been expanding too rapidly and too aggressively. Last time I rode a bus down to visit, all those changes left my jaw on the floor. It's as if people were so caught up in living in the moment that they've forgotten to remember the past. That's how I see it anyway. I don't know what to say. Oh dear. I wasn't intending to labace you folks with a sermon. I just think it's possible that this attack might have been a warning from the returning of the Divine Wolves. I suppose if you interpret it that way, everything would make sense. But it looks to me like you all took the story a bit too seriously. Please ignore me. Those were nothing more than the ramblings of an old man who doesn't know when to stop talking. I wouldn't dismiss yourself like that. That was all valuable information, sir. I think I may be even able to tackle this case from a new angle. I guess it was worth it then. Well, back to the subject at hand. You came here to conduct an investigation, right? Is there anything I can do to assist you? Yes, actually. May we have your permission to ask the villagers about the incident? If it's just you four, it shouldn't be a problem. Noon, isn't it? Perfect. Most people should be getting back from farm work right about this time. Alright. It's our time to go out and just See what's up with the stories of everyone. Just like my husband, I was fast asleep while the beast attacked. I'm sorry, I wish I could be of more help to you. I have an idea. Why don't you ask the people who live near where the burnt of the damage was? Divine wolves, eh? I wasn't expecting such an interesting story when we walked in there. Agreed. Unfortunately, there's no way we could confirm or deny their existence. So we can at least count on them among our list of potential suspects. I thought you might say something like that. That's right. The paw prints found at the scene of the crime can confirm the presence of some kind of wolf-like beasts, but they somehow managed to vanish without a trace. It is certainly bizarre. If they left paw prints, you would normally be able to follow them back to their origin. Right. Chalk that up as another mystery. We're dealing with something that was able to elude the CGF's investigators. Well, if they escaped on a path we could never follow, there's kind of nothing we can do about it. No use in trying to brain over it, right? No use in frying your brain over it, right? I suppose so. Alright, let's start with gathering whatever intel we can find around here. And considering it's already noon, we might as well grab lunch while we're here too. I can't wait. That hike really stirred up my appetite. Same here. We could always grab a bite at the inn while we grab some info too. Alright. The inn is the best place for getting information. Munch munch. Your omelet rice is the real deal, Gofan. If I could have a plate of this on my deathbed, I could die happy. Good to hear the cooking is worth the effort. Excuse us, sorry to interrupt. Can I help you? Yes, actually. You see, we're from the Crossbow Police Department. We were curious to know if you had any details regarding the wolf attack. Can you remember anything at all? The incident 3 weeks ago, you mean? From what I remember, everyone had work pretty early the next day, so we were all asleep by that time. If you think about it, it's almost as if they knew exactly when to attack. Anyway, the village was just unlucky. That's the only way I can make sense of this craziness. That's about all I was able to tell you, too. Most of the guests I've talked to didn't see anything either. That's unfortunate. And here I was hoping for some solid evidence right off the bat. Well, that's how most investigations go. Answers only show up when you're patient and steadily gather information. That may be, but do you think we can take a break? My stomach is going to implode. Oh, you folks haven't eaten yet? This is the perfect opportunity to get you four hooked on this inn specialty omelet rice. The bill's on me. No, that's not necessary, sir. It's fine. Just think of it as my way of making some new friends. Or just think of it as a marketing tactic. Next time you visit Armorica Village, come stop by the Ash Tree Inn for lunch. Can't refuse that generosity, can we? Lloyd, we might as well take him up on his kind offer if that's the case. I second that notion. Well, okay, I guess. We'd love some omelet rice. It'd be my pleasure. Why don't you folks find yourselves an empty table while I whip you a meal? In only a few minutes, 4 steaming plates of omelet rice were brought to the group's table. Lloyd and others, after savoring the deliciously simple meal, felt completely recovered from their hike to Armorica Village. Nice. We didn't even have to spend 400 mira. Mr. Hayworth told us that he's going to be heading home soon. Don't you just love him? He's so kind, genuine, and handsome. Can you believe that he's married? Even has a kid. Oh, I'm so jealous of his wife. Huh? You want information on those wolves? Well, the fields that I was in charge of were damaged a little bit, but so that wasn't great. Bear in mind, no one actually saw the beast, so they might actually be smarter than we think. Do we have an objective right now? Oh, we're just still asking villagers? Oh yeah, he already told us. Whoops. Huh? You want to know about the night those wolves attacked? Well, it's been about 3 weeks since then, so sorry, I don't remember much more than that. I'll ask someone like over here. Farm work requires love and dedication. We make sure to treat every single crop like it was a child of ours. When our fields were hit by the attack, I'm sure you can imagine how much that hurt the village, right? I hope these will eventually become fast travels. I hope. The morning after the incident, I found my truck covered head to toe in these ugly scratches. Goddess, it pisses me off every time I remember. This truck's here is crucial to the village business. Whoever did this has hell to pay. Well, anyways, these scratch marks definitely came from some kind of canine. We can't inspect the car anymore. Or at all, I mean. Not anymore. Such a pretty day. Oh, you guys here to do a little fishing too? Not exactly. We're officers from the Crossbow Police Department. We're here to investigate the monster attack that took place roughly 3 weeks ago. You don't strike me as Armorican, but if you know anything about it, anything at all, I'd appreciate if you told us. Oh, you came about that? If memory serves me right, I was trying to catch a python head around then, so I wasn't actually in the village. You can bet your horses I heard the stories afterwards, though. I see. Thanks for your help. We'll have to find leads elsewhere. Sorry I couldn't tell you more. But man, y'all have to travel all the way out here for police stuff? Not gonna lie, that sounds rough. Oh, that reminds me. You guys happen to fish? A day as beautiful as this comes once in a blue moon. It would be a shame if you weren't able to kick back and enjoy the sun of it. You've received a novice rod, with 10 earthworms and 10 dumplings. Oh, I can't forget about this either, and a fishing notebook. This notebook is an angler's best friend. You can use it to record every detail about every catch from color to size. Are you sure this is okay? It's like you're giving us an entire starting kit. No worries. I'm part of a fisherman's guild. Our whole mission is to promote the culture and greatness of fishing. It's a common practice for us to have a few beginner sets on hand, in case we run into someone interested in fishing. We stopped by their building before. I think I have a better idea of what they do now after meeting this guy. Hey, this is a stroke of luck. Now we've got a nice hobby we can do between jobs or something. Right, well one of us, not me, fishes, the rest of us can take a chance to rest. Rest is a necessity, you know. From what you're saying, I'm guessing you two are still tired from the walk here. Now that I think about it, the last time I fished was when Guy first taught me. Once Guy joined the police, we never had much time to go. But maybe I should try to get back into it. If you're itching to try it out, there's a pretty nice fishing spot in Armorica. See that little jetty over there? Cast your line around there and you'll get bites in no time. I appreciate the advice. Thanks for everything. A ripple on the water surface indicates a prime spot for fishing. After interacting with a fishing spot and selecting the proper rod and bait, Lloyd will cast his line. When the exclamation mark pops up, quickly press X to reel in Lloyd's catch. Careful, the fish can get away with the bait. Information regarding caught fish is recorded in a fishing notebook, so give it a look. I'll do 2. Sorry, American carp, but you're about to get schooled. A novice rod with a dumpling. And we gotta wait for the exclamation mark. Fishing is the exact same as Sky. Alright, earthworm. And we got another carp. Carp spat out. They spit out stuff with them. Hold on, let me try one more time. We got a tiger rockfish this time. 40 fire sepif. Ooh my gosh, I think it actually might be worth fishing this time. I'll just do these 4 fishing lines though. Fishing casts. Proper term. Tender white fish. I heard Chief Tota mention that the divine wolves were the culprit or something. Psh, we don't even need to worry. If they mess with us again, the great Camille will teach them a lesson. Did those wolves do something bad to the village? I don't really know what happened. During the day, you'll find my husband tending the fields near the village. He's on his lunch break now. With all this talk of monsters and the recent attack, I wish he wouldn't stray too far from the village. I've been worried sick ever since that happened. I rarely let my kids out of my sight now. My store may not have been a hit been hit by those wolves, but unfortunately the damage to the apiary still lost me some Mira. The whole thing sounds so absurd when you actually think about it. I mean, if some monsters were behind it, shouldn't there have been more damage? I guess we're lucky. I will need to give an extra prayer today to thank Adios for protecting us like she did. Huh? The attack 3 weeks ago? You mean the one that everyone's been making a deal about? I was fast asleep when it happened, so I don't remember much about it. Plus, I heard we already made up the losses we took. Why can't we just forget about it and move on? It doesn't work that way. There we go. Recently, our fields were ravaged by some monsters. To top it off, even our livestock didn't come out unscathed. We found some paw prints of some kind of canine, but whatever it is, it's not from around these parts. Maybe they really were those divine wolves like the chief mentioned. Huh. We're not getting much information. I don't think we checked here, though. Wait, there was a person out front. Earlier, I heard the chief mention something about the divine wolves. It may be my father, but I can't help being annoyed that he won't let go of silly things like so-called divine wolves. I just wanted to start focusing on improving the village, not worrying about things from the past. Well, there's no other information to be gained, I don't think. I'm missing something still. We went through all of this. I did talk to her, I do remember that. Oh yeah, I didn't check the inn's second floors. Oh, it's the man from earlier. Oh, you again. The one from earlier. You're a trader from Crossbow City, aren't you? I guess you heard about that from the village chief. It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. I'm Harold Hayworth. I run a small-scale business operation out of Crossbow City. Are you four here to purchase something as well? No, that's not it. Lloyd and the others introduced themselves and explained the reason they came to Armorica Village. Oh, you're from the CPD? My apologies. The Special Support Section? That name sounds so familiar. Where in the world did I hear that? Oh, of course, the Crossbow Times. I take it as you read that article on us. About that, please try not to let that influence your opinion. There's no need to get all worked up about it. All I see is a group of individuals who are working hard in a newly formed division of the CPD. Sure, that article may not have been the most flattering, but to be honest, I thought it genuinely tried to paint your efforts as earnest. You really think so? I suppose it could be interpreted like that from a more optimistic perspective. Well, we sort of know the author. Yeah, that said, I think you might be giving her too much credit. Anyway, you mentioned wolf-like monsters. I've heard talk of a similar incident that took place over St. Ursula Medical College. I'd be lying if I told you I wasn't anxious. Do you have some sort of partnership with St. Ursula as well, Mr. Hayworth? Yes, I do. You see, I wholesale medical supplies to them every so often. Rumor has it that someone there was injured during the attack. Also, wasn't there some damage over in Maine's too? Unfortunately so. Guardian Force is conducting patrols there as we speak. That's reassuring. Perhaps I should pay Maine's a visit as well? Speaking of which, I heard you were more than generous with your offers on the goods you came to purchase today. My, the village chief must really enjoy talking today. I wasn't doing it as charity or anything like that. Armorica Specialty items, especially their honey, received glowing reviews these past few months. I simply wanted to use this opportunity to leave a good impression on the people here. Nothing but a harmless marketing strategy. Not too shabby. I imagine earning a client's trust is vital in any sort of business. If that's the case, you must be running a smooth operation. No. I still have a lot to learn. I'm still a greenhorn in the realm of business. Also, allow me to apologize. I sincerely wish I had been more pertinent information to give you. No, please don't let that bother you. After all, we should be the ones apologizing, taking up all your precious time like this. Not at all. Best of luck to you with all your investigations. I want to see something real quick. Okay. No one here. And Stefan, and her mom, I guess? Their mom? I'm sorry, his mom? Darn wolves sneaking into the village. Something that outrageous would never happen in the Crossbow City. This entire situation sucks. Why the hell would my mom want to move to a place like this? The recent attack gave me quite the fright. Considering how peaceful it was that night, I could hardly believe my eyes. I knew we were living out in the countryside, but it's still a bit unnerving to see monsters wander into civilized areas. Should we put a hold on our investigation for now? I guess so. Kinda sucks that we didn't hear anything useful though. And aside that eyewitness testimonies, I was almost positive someone would have heard some howling, you know? It is strange. Anyway, I think we just about covered everything we can here. We should pay St. Ursula Medical College a visit next. So let's start heading back to the city. No complaints from me. Though I can't say I have any desire to make the trek on foot again. Me neither. Not worth the trouble or pain. You heard the ladies, Lloyd. I did, and I agree. Go check when the next bus arrives at the bus stop. Yes. Please tell me we unlock some sort of fast travel. I would greatly appreciate that. So the next bus comes in 30 minutes. Geez, that's the absolute worst wait. It's not too long, but still not too short. I was wanting to grab a drink at the inn, but that doesn't give me enough time. Who cares whether there's enough time or not? Drinking on duty is inappropriate. Theo? Is something wrong? No, I simply thought I heard something in the distance. I'll try to maximize the sensitivity in order to amplify the sound. Please stay quiet. Sure.
Access.
I am sorry, everyone. It must have been my imagination. Don't worry about it. You don't have to apologize. That sound you heard, could you describe what it was like? Possibly. I could have sworn I heard a howling. Seriously? As in wolf-like monsters? Please do not get your hopes up. I likely misheard it. It would have been a simple sensor malfunction. What should we do? Search the surrounding area for signs of wolves? Let me think. Theo, what's the range of on your sensors? When operating normally, it should be around 50 selge. Selge is miles, there we go. Arge is feet, okay. However, in the presence of wind, sound waves can travel even further. The exact location is near impossible to pinpoint. Phew, damn, that far, eh? But we still won't be able to determine where the sound came from. That's okay. In the meantime, we'll just have to keep our eyes open. You not think I was simply mistaken? No? You said you heard it, right? Yes, I did say that. But it's not something that the average person would be able to catch. Would it not be normal to think I am lying or that my mind was playing tricks on me? Maybe not. But we all know that you're one in a million, Theo Tot. Huh? It's true. Plus, why wouldn't we believe you? We might have met recently, but you've already saved us more times than I can count. I can't think of any reason to ever doubt you. I apologize, everyone. That question was silly of me to ask. Please forget about it if possible. Sure? I'm not sure if that's a big a deal. Oh, you're still here? Oh, Mr. Hayworth. Were you about to head back to Crossbow City? Yes, that's right. Are you doing the same thing, Mr. Hayworth? Indeed I am. Now that I picked up souvenirs for my family, I'm about to return home. Forgive me for assuming, but were you planning on taking the bus back? When does it arrive? Unfortunately, it will be another half hour according to the schedule. Hey, if you want to pop a squat and wait with us, we'd be happy to have you. Oh, I appreciate the offer, but... 5 in total, huh? There should be room, I think. Oh, he has a vehicle. Everyone, instead of waiting for the bus, how about I give you all a hop in my car instead? I'll get you to Crossbow City in no time flat. So that's why he was asking about the bus, so that way we could take us on a trip. It's still weird to see cars in this series now. It did say Crossbow is a way more developed region compared to Liberal, where Liberal was like literally the more country-ish, behind the times kind of region. Thank you for the ride back, Mr. Hayworth. Haha, my pleasure. I was heading back to the city anyway. Man, Must be awesome to own your own orbital car. How much did this baby set you back? I believe a vehicle of this model and manufacture would cost approximately 800,000 mira. 800,000 mira? I can't even imagine having that much. Well, it's an invaluable tool for a trader like myself. I could take the bus, but transit time would end up bottlenecking business. So I decided to bite the bullet and buy a car. I'm sure you had other reasons to buy it aside from business. For example, I better let you get home to your wife and son earlier, right? You caught me. Ah, there's the real reason. Got gifts for them and everything, huh? Is this what people call the ideal husband and father? No. That's giving me far too much credit. I often have to go on business trips, forced to leave my wife and son at home. How old is your son? He turns 5 years old this season. Whoops. He turns 5 years old this year. He's not quite at that Sunday school age yet, but he's filled with curiosity. In fact, his constant questions and desire to learn about his surroundings can be a bit overwhelming for his mother. Wow. You all sound like a happy family. Haha. Yes, we are. Besides, we have to be happy. Pardon? Oh, pay no mind to that. Simply thinking out loud. Look, we should be close to the end of the old road now. I'll be taking a right turn up here, just as a heads up. Seems like he's struggling with something. Seems to be going through some hard times. Oh, there's the wolf. We just missed it. Thanks for driving us all the way back to the city. Oh, it was nothing. It was on the way, so why not travel in good company? Well, best of luck with your investigation. You have my full support. Thank you very much, sir. If you're rooting for us, then please consider the SSS for any hired help you may need. What she said. Remember us before you turn to the Bracer Guild, eh? Stay professional, guys. How subtle. What? Someone's gotta do the PR for us. Advertising is crucial. I agree. 100%. I agree with what Tio said. Saying what Randy said is a bit too much. I wouldn't try to be I wouldn't say anything about the Bracer Guild like that, but I agree with 100% with how Tio went about it. I won't argue that. If something comes up, I know where to find you. Oh, I have something that might come in handy. And again, as police officers, you might find it unnecessary. Received a Crossbow City map. A map of the city? It's something I put together last month to guide tourists around the city, so I figure it might be useful as a city map too. It'd be really nice when we're patrolling the city. Thanks a lot, Mr. Hayworth. We'll put it to good use. I'm glad to hear. Oh, then until we meet again, good luck all of you. Did we not already have a map of the city? Not sure. What a great man. I agree. I never thought we could find someone as altruistic as Lloyd, but here we are. I'm standing right here. Remember, he's a trader. I bet it takes more than being nice to run a successful business. While Mr. Hayworth and his business seems to be prospering, all while maintaining cooperation with the locals, he really stands out. Most cross-Bellin traders seem to trade abroad. We need more traders like that, I think. Damn, he really is something else, isn't he? All he runs on his business, groups like Ravash are dirty as they come. That's just how That's just how Crossbow is nowadays. Of course, there's always the flip side. People like Mr. Hayworth show that Crossbow isn't all bad. Gives me hope. Yeah, I think so too. Anyways, it's already past noon. How about we head to the next place? We might as well. St. Ursula Medical College, wasn't it? And we'll be heading to the south exit. Right, we can take the bus there. I hear it stops by every 30 minutes. Hey, that's handy dandy. Let's take a bus stop then. Sounds good. St. Ursula. I guess I'm finally gonna see Cecile. Crossbow City map can now be opened. While inside the city, press the start button to bring up a map of the city. Press the start again for a map of the state. Oh! If you're inside the city, you can use the map as a shortcut to travel around quickly. Oh, yes! Thank you! This is fantastic. Didn't even notice that there was that many locations. Holy crap! You can fast travel to the areas listed on the left side of the screen. Be aware that in some situations, fast travels will be unavailable. Alright, well, while we're here, let me do a little save and also turn in the 2 quests that we have to do. Where do they get turned in again? We've definitely completed them by now. Okay, let's go to that one. Let's utilize the map button. I said start button, but it was select button. Whoops. West Street. Look how fast that was. Holy crap. Just boom. We're already there. Ask about request. 4 pieces of fish fillet and 3 monster eggs. Huh? Did we not get them already? Let me look. Fish fillet. We don't have any. And what was the other one? Monster eggs. Oh, this is where they appear, not... Oh, wait, this is where we were looking. We got 12 monster eggs. No fish fillets at all. Where did he say we would get them? Fishy monsters. I'm still gotta fight monsters on the highway. That's... Huh. Well, let's turn in the other one. Oh yeah, the bank. We did fire... This is why I took a screenshot. Thank goodness, right? Hold on, guys. I took a screenshot of it. I'm gonna pull it up. We did earth, fire, and time. Okay. So let's get back into it. Okay. Earth, fire, and time, huh? Hold on. What the heck happened? There we go. Earth. So we got water to put. Wind. Space. Mirage. Trade. Oh! It appears you managed to exchange 30 of each Sepith type. Just one moment, please. Hello, this is the reception desk. I'd like to convert 30 of each type of Sepith into Mira, please. Right. Okay, I see. Yes, understood. I've confirmed the transaction with our employees at the exchange terminal. There was an incident where an employee confused Earth and Space Sepith, but the transaction was reversed. Here's hoping things will run smoothly from now on. Huh, I'm guessing they've got a bit of that hands-on experience now. I'm glad we were able to get that service to you. Oh, of course. You've been an immense help. It's not much, but please take this as a token of our appreciation. That's tier bombs and some reviving bombs and EP charges. A rather generous reward. I agree. But that's not all. You can keep using the VIP card I gave you earlier. You're a special guest, so you may continue to use our exchange service as you please. Please consider it as another token of our appreciation. Are you sure about this? Isn't this too much? Ain't this supposed to be a service meant for IBC members only? You're telling me we're getting these awesome perks all thanks to Madame Morielli here? I highly doubt that's the reason why. Anfei, you're not giving us special treatment because of our relationship, right? Of course not. Please visit us again if there's anything I can assist you with in the future. The quest has been completed. Oh gosh, because I'm inside the building, I can't do fast travel. Let's turn that in. 3 DP with 1000 Miro, 33 DP total. Still no levels, still no promotions. That's okay. With all of the Sepith we've gained, I'm gonna go to Gensen and open up some more slots. for them too, because they would use them more. And before I go crazy opening up slots, let's see what I got. They've already got EPs. I'll buy a mind. I wish we could tell from this menu who has one of these. It just says inventory, but what about who are on people? Okay, Ellie has mine. Okay, we're gonna bolster her art attack, even if it is just +1 for now. So EP Cut and Mines are both on Ellie and Tio. So EP. Now I'm low on Mirage. So here's one for Ellie. He goes from 74 to 77. That's her 5% at the moment. Can I get a slot for Ellie? No, not yet. Close. Not close enough. Unfortunately, the one we would open up would be a water one, though. So if we're gonna open up a water one, something like a mute would be good. But I still don't even have Mirage for that. We'll hold on from here on. I gotta go and apparently fight fishy enemies, so that's our goal. But guys, I'm actually gonna save that for later, because not only am I getting hungry, but also I kind of just want to take a little break. My voice kind of is a little bit I feel a little bit of a pain, so I kind of want to rest, and I'm a little bit tired from working earlier, but also besides all that stuff that no one really cares about, I do want to say thank you guys for taking the time to be here for the stream, and whether you're watching this on Twitch or YouTube, heavily appreciate it. I don't really get to I feel like I don't say it as much as I should be, but I do appreciate it. And if you guys appreciate it as well, or enjoy the content, well, you guys can just do something simple as leaving a follow or subscribing on YouTube, following on Twitch and Twitter, and subscribing on YouTube. All of that stuff was super helpful, and it would benefit me a lot. I want to really improve and really do a lot that I can do to help these streams grow, and we can have a huge community here in the future. That's like my main goal. So every stream we can have like a nice little community. I think that'd be fantastic. That's when I'll know, like, yeah, I'm getting closer to my goal, you know what I mean? But yeah, that's my goal. Just get a little community every so often on here. But either way, I do appreciate everyone for being here, like I said, one more time. And I'm going to be cutting the stream here. Take care. Enjoy yourselves. And I hope you guys have a good one. Appreciate it, guys. Truly do. See ya.